Hey guys, how you doing? How you doing? This is Terry LaQueen Battle here in upstate New York. I just came back. Right now it's 7:30 here in New York State. Just posted a about an hour and a half video on being still annoying God, my part two. So I'm continuing to do this continuing process as well as studying child development and addiction psychology here at OCC. Onondaga Community College. So I just want to go ahead and give a shout out to Onondaga Community College. Hi, everyone here. How you doing? I want to go ahead and get this media fix up right quick. Let me get this media fix. Oh, you can see two sides. You have this side and you have that side. Okay, great. Well, we can do that. We can do that. Okay. Now, actually, let me just focus on this side right quick. Let me focus. Good. Okay. So, again, I want to go ahead and give a quick shout out to Onondaga Community College, as well as to their library and media center, and the business center, as well as here in the library building, for letting me use their resources, which is free. So all of this space right here, and this beautiful NEC, about 42-inch screen, flat screen TV that they're letting me use for the resources, as well as all the bulletin board, supplies, markers, erasers, the cameras, the USB wireless keyboard, all this wireless system, they're letting me use the resources. So thank you to the library director and all the librarians and personnel here at the OCC Library for letting me use their resources. So I really appreciate it. So thank you for your time. Great. Okay. So pretty much I'm going to go ahead and briefly, my videos are usually about an hour and a half long. So I just want to go ahead and give a quick shout out to all my military friends and family. Shout out to my little brother, Lakeem Jemiah Harris, who is currently serving in the United States Marine Corps. Hoorah! He's currently he was stationed in North Carolina outside of Camp Lejeune, but now he's in Los Angeles, California. So pray for you and your family. Love you, little brother. And also my uncle, Nancy Clay, who served the United States Navy and the United States National Guard. Him and his sons are currently in San Diego, United States Navy, and just currently pray for protection for them as well. As to my friend, elementary school friend, Charleston Burke, who is currently serving and going through a little bit of PTSD issues in the United States Marine Corps. Hoorah! So shout out to you, Charleston Burke. My cousin, Darlene Mercer, who served in the United States Army. My grandfather, Cleo Battle, who served in the United States Army, and as well as to continual other family members who served in the United States Forces. My high school sweetheart, Craig Andy White, who served in the United States Air Force, who just retired. My friend, Mary Johnson, who is still serving in the United States Army as a first lieutenant. So congratulations to you, Mary, as a first lieutenant in the United States Army after 20 years serving. Thank you, girl. Congratulations, girl. You're now an officer. And also to my own unit, that I served about almost less than a year in the United States Army, Army Reserves, 94 General Combat Medical Unit in Seagoville, Texas, and also to my commanding station in the United States Army Reserve in Little Rock, Arkansas. So thank you guys. I still love and support my Army people, my Army folks, my Army family. Even though I wear Marines every single day, Marines, Marines, my little rat tail, Marines. Marines, 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 Marines. So I love it. I got love and support my guys. And also shout out to our 44th president, President Barack Hussein Obama, and also 44 here in Syracuse means a little bit something different. Here in Syracuse, the number 44 has been retired. Here at the University of Syracuse, the number 44 stands for the first Black official football player of the Syracuse University. One of the first outstanding football players who played and supported the Black Civil Rights Movement. He was a great guy. I can't think of his name right now, but he was at 44. The number 44 has since been retired from the University of Syracuse because it pertains to a great football player. I don't know if his name was Jim Jones or something like that. And his name was like Jim Jones, but he was a great Syracuse University football player in the 70s and 80s. And the team has now since retired the number 44 for one of their greatest athletes, greatest Black athletes for the University of Syracuse. So 44 has since been retired from the University of Syracuse. They no longer have any more 44 t-shirts. If they do, it's maybe like a single one. But 44 means something here in Syracuse, as well as for me personally pertains to Barack Obama. So go ahead and give a shout out to University of Syracuse, as well as to the number 44, one of the greatest Black football players. So go ahead and give a little shout out to my Marine buddies. I'm gonna go ahead and take this off. I love wearing this t-shirt. I can't wait to do some more of these little football jersey. And you know, guys, I'm very athletic. I've been in sports all my life, so it's not an issue for me. Good. Can y'all see me? Good. All right. So pretty much, I just had about an hour and a half video on part 2 of my series. I started doing my little video series here on YouTube, Facebook. I have a podcast I need to touch bases with. And pretty much I've been talking about, I got a word from God, or I got a revelation or inspiration. It came to me in my life, dealing with being still at that moment. I got this revelation, I got this word when I was about 12 years old. I think I got this word when I was 12 years old, either at the Potter's House in Dallas, Texas, or at Calvary Cathedral in Fort Worth, Texas. But I got this word from God coming back from a church service one Sunday, and this word came to me. Not really after the Holy Ghost, but during a meditation time. And so pretty much it has to deal with a lot about my situation, being homeless, struggling, going through the streets, as well as pertaining to my own body health as well, take care of myself mentally and physically. So I have to deal with that a lot. It's a struggle for me to survive, deal with people on the streets, to maintain order, to maintain some kind of system. You know, the weather may change, maybe a little bit cold or whatever, but they still won't change who I am as a person. So I still have to maintain myself and maintain my composure, even though I'm still struggling financially, struggling physically, emotionally as well. I'm broke and I'm homeless right there. I can be taken advantage of really easily, especially here in the streets in New York. Not in New York City, in New York State. Very, very easily taken advantage of. Very easy. Very easily. So guys, I'm on the video chat right now. Taking advantage of. Very, very easy. And especially because I'm a single woman. A single female. I mean, oh yeah, that's cute that that person likes me. Oh, that's cute, but it's actually very serious. When you see somebody day in and day out, day in and day out, day in and day out, it's serious business. And I don't have time to play with that. Oh, they're young, they're cute. Yeah, they're young, they're cute. But it's serious. It is cute for a little moment, but it's serious business. I don't have time for that. I don't have time for it. These little pop-ups are coming up. Oh my God, talking about the World Health Organization declares a virus. It's called the corona. This virus is called the coronavirus. The coronavirus. Oh yeah, talking about Kobe Bryant dying. Rest in peace, Kobe Bryant. Rest in peace. Yeah, Shaq grieving on my little pop-ups. Yeah, it's all this media stuff. Coronavirus. Well, it's still a very important virus. But anyway, so personally myself, today's Thursday, January the 30th. It's one day before the end of the first day of a new decade. It's a new decade. It's a new decade. It's a new decade. This is a new decade. A new millennium and a new decade. We had a new millennium, new age, new technology. Then we had a decade of this new millennium. And now we have another decade of this millennium. 2020, I'm still here. I'm still here. How in the name of whoever am I still living in New York City, broke, homeless, no resources? I'm still single. I'm lost in translation. I'm lost. How am I still here? But I'm here for a reason. I'm here for a reason. Look at people's actions and interactions. I think to myself, people keep asking me, why are you running away? Why are you running away? Why are you running away? Yeah, I'm running away. This is what I'm doing while I'm running away. Right here. I'm moving forward. Yeah, Kobe's dead, man. Kobe's dead. Kobe was one of the best players of all time. Yeah, Kobe was the bomb, man. He made so many free throws. He was so much better than LeBron James and Shaquille O'Neal and all these good basketball players. He probably was better than Michael Jordan himself. Man, Kobe was a bomb. Man, Kobe, oh my God, we'll never have another Kobe again. There'll never be anybody like him. He was everything. Man, my heart is grieving. Oh my God, I wish I was at the Memorial Stadium right now in Los Angeles. I wish I was at the Staples Center right now in Los Angeles. Man, my heart. I don't know what to do, man. Kobe was the bomb, man. There'll never be another one like him. There'll never be another one like Kobe. Yeah, there won't ever be another one like Kobe. And there probably won't be. There'll probably be another person like Kobe. There'll probably be never another Jordan. Michael Jordan, never. A Larry Bird, all these good, Alice Iverson, all these good guys. There'll probably be never another GOAT, greatest of all time. There'll probably never, ever be another one. My brain is going through a freeze right now. I'm going through a freeze. Man, Kobe was the bomb, man. Oh my God, man. Man, Kobe was a bomb, man. I don't know what to do in my life, man. Kobe said, I don't know what to do. I'm tired of watching NBA. Man, it sucks, man. I'm tired. Oh my God. LeBron James, he ain't nothing like Kobe. Kevin Durant ain't nothing like Kobe. Russell Westbrook ain't nothing like Kobe. All these guys will never be like Kobe. Yeah, you know what? There'll probably never be another Kobe. There'll probably never be another Kobe. You know what? Yeah, there probably won't ever be another Kobe. But that's why we have to continue to support the young guys that we have in the league. Continue to support the young guys that we have in the hood, on the streets. Support them. Thank you, my black brother. You're doing good, black son. You're doing good, Mexicano. You're doing good, Puerto Ricano. You're doing good, honey. You're doing good. You're going to be great. You're going to be a great man. You're going to be a good player. You're going to be a good father. You're going to be a good soldier. You're going to be a good person, man. And that's what Kobe had growing up. He made the league so much stronger, even through everything that he went through. All those abuse allegations, all that marriage trauma, years and years dealing with his wife and all the media, all of his business, taking pictures of him everywhere he went through. Being a millionaire, you have to be exposed to that. Kobe still had his head up. He was still in the game. He didn't back down. He wasn't lazy. He wasn't lazy about his business. He didn't have anything. He was a good player. He wasn't lazy. That's what people liked about him. He knew how to play the game, and he knew what the game was for him. He was always in his top shape, top prime. Man, Kobe was always prime material. He was probably with the Lakers, I think, all his life. I didn't even know the stats on Kobe. But Kobe was probably a Lakers all his life. I'm not even sure if he Was that a different team or not? Switch team? I don't even know. Yeah, Kobe was good. Kobe was the shit. Yeah. Pardon my French. Kobe was good. Yeah. Excuse me. Kobe was it. But as a league, as a people, as a community, yeah, we mourn his death. Yeah, we mourn Nipsey Hussle's death. Yeah, we mourn Tupac and Biggie and all our leaders. Yeah, we mourn Dr. King's death. Yeah, we mourn the death of our Savior and our Lord Jesus Christ. Our Savior, Allah. We mourn their death. Yes, we mourn their death. But we have to still celebrate their lives. We have to celebrate that they lived. And the legacy that they pass on to young people like that. Like, yeah, you came from the hood, but you can survive. You can still get back up. You don't have to let the hood define you. You don't have to let the hood tell you to sell drugs and sell weed and crack. You don't have to let the hood tell you to dress like they dress and be like them. You don't have to let the hood tell you that you won't be a doctor. You won't be a lawyer. You won't be a teacher. You won't be a politician. You don't have to let the hood tell you you'll be just like your mama, you'll be just like your father. That's what Kobe was. Even though he married a woman of a different race, you know, I mean, hey, that's fine. For us Black women, we love and support the man because he was good, you know. But he still was true on his game. And a lot of the men in the league are like that. They love a lot of Black players. They love women of different races. That's fine. There's no problem with that. But the other men in the league, they love us Black women as well. And I support that. And you know what I mean? I'm like, okay, I support Black men, Omega Psi Phi that love us Black women as well. I do support it. My brain is on the far right now. Kobe's good. Kobe was a bomb. He had his memorial today outside in LA, downtown LA. Yeah, that's great. Hip hip hooray. Yeah, okay. We mourn his death, but we have to continue to pass on his life. Don't forget that he lived. Don't forget that he was a person. Don't forget his influence. Don't forget that this man had a life. He didn't have a death, he had a life. He has kids, his kids will still grow up. He has a wife, she'll still meet somebody else and go on with her life as well. He had a life. He didn't have a death, he had a life. Yeah, rest in peace, rest in peace. He's dead. His daughter's dead. Okay, that's fine, that's fine. Yeah. It's okay. There'll never be another man like him. Never. Yeah, there probably won't be another basketball player like him. Okay, that's fine. But he lived a life for a reason. He still has memories. He still has a life, and we can't forget those memories. We can't let a plane crash define this man who was one of the greatest basketball players. I haven't even been watching the NBA this season. I've just been so consumed in my life. I haven't even caught up with sports at all. I've just been going through a lot of stuff. Yeah, that's sad that Kobe died. Yeah, but he has 3 other kids to take care of. He still has 3 other kids, all girls, to take care of. So he still has a life to live, to continue to pass on to his girls. He has a wife that's still living. We can't forget that. He has a son. You know, we can't forget that. So that's why I will just bring brief topics up. I was about 18 minutes into this YouTube live session. So yeah, we can't forget that this man lived. Yeah, Kobe, he was great. He was awesome. Great forward, great defense, great offense, great free thrower, free shooter, great guy. Him and Shaquille O'Neal were best friends. Yeah, that's great. That's awesome. They're great buddies on the court and off the court. That's great. That's awesome. That's amazing. Hip hip hooray, he died. But he also lived a life for a reason. And I hate when people celebrate the death more than just a life. Man, that's sad that Nipsey Hussle got shot. Man, that's so sad, man. Who shot him? We go find out his shooter and kill that shooter and his whole family. Then you won't even celebrate the man and the life he lived. You won't celebrate the man or his music, or his family, or his community. You get so lost up in the game, so lost up in the, oh, who shot him, or we're going to get back and all this stuff. You won't even think back to his wife, his kids. You'd be so consumed up in the crime and the game, you won't even listen to the words of his music. That's why people celebrate Tupac. They didn't celebrate Tupac life until a couple of years after he died. Man, people didn't even started playing Tupac's music until a couple months after he died. They were so consumed with, oh, who shot Tupac? Oh, who shot Tupac? They started playing his music really and started researching and really getting into his music a couple of years after he died, and the same for Biggie. And they're still selling his music. They're still coming out with CDs of Tupac. They're still selling his music like that. And that's how you're supposed to do it. That's how you're supposed to pass on the legacy. That's how it's supposed to be done. You can't celebrate somebody's death. You have to celebrate their life and pass it on and pass it on and pass it on. That's how it works. That's how you bring up a community. You don't bring up a person, you bring up a community. And it's not a Black community. You bring up a generation as a whole, just by sharing the life of that one person lived, and their music, and their inspiration, and their voice. This is me. I'm one person. I'm one personality. I'm one whole system. I'm one brain. I'm one mind. But people around me are different. People around me are trying to move me in different directions and different issues and different goals. They don't like me because of the way I dress. I've lost a lot of weight. I've lost over 120 pounds. Hey, hooray. That's great. I've lost a lot of weight. I'm happy. I feel great. I've lost over 120 pounds in 2 years. I'm excited. Yay, that's great. But I'm not going to let it define me. I still got to take care of my health. I got to maintain my blood pressure. I got to maintain my thyroid. I got to maintain my all my blood levels got to get checked. My labs got to get checked. My female systems got to get checked. I got to be in balance. So it's great to lose weight. That's amazing to lose weight. But see, at the same time, I got to make sure that I'm in balance as well as physically, emotionally, and mentally. So people think there's something wrong with me just because I lost a lot of weight. I've been like this all my life. All my life. I've been skinny all my life. I've been athletic all my life. All my life. People think it's strange, but it's not. Like Kobe Bryant, he's been in sports all his life. Tupac music all his life. Biggie music all his life. Nipsey Hussle all his life. The game, they've been in the game all their lives. But people, sometimes they don't celebrate their whole life. They only celebrate that one moment, that one instance that they remember what happened. That one situation that they remember that what happened. Are you seriously for real? You're going to celebrate my death more than my 50 years of life? That 1 30-second moment that I got shot, you're going to celebrate that 1 30-second moment I got shot rather than the whole 50, 60, 80 years that I lived my whole life. All the music, all the inspiration, all the videos, all the words, all the poems, everything that I did in my life. All my 60 years of life, you're going to forget for that 1 30-second moment that I got shot. And you're going to replay that moment over and over and over and over again. Why do you just celebrate my whole life and everything I gave to you and the community? You're going to celebrate that 1 30-second moment rather than everything, all my work, all my history that I gave to you and your and our people. It's sad, but that's not. But it's real sad. That's not. Some people are. And I talked about that in my last video. I talked about that. I think it was yesterday. People make money off your death more than you living. People make more money off you dying or waiting. People make more money off waiting for you to die than helping you to live. And that's what I talked about. I talked about on my Facebook video and I also talked about here on YouTube. That's what this is called. It's called the new hustle. It's a new hustle. It's a new game. It's probably an old hustle, an old game, but it's getting more and more prevalent, not just in the Black community, but in governments, and in the Department of Health and Human Services, in the Medicare system, in the Medicaid system. They make more money, not just the companies, not just the pharmaceutical companies, not just the doctors, but the system as a whole makes more money helping people die than helping them live, helping them progress. Oh, we'll give you more money for junk food rather than for fresh fruits and vegetables. So we'll make fresh fruits and vegetables more expensive and harder for people to get and obtain than giving them a 99-cent candy bar. We'll make vegetables one tomato costs $5 rather than telling them to get a 99-cent double cheeseburger rather than one tomato. They can do so much more with that one tomato. You can do a soup, you can do a salad, you can do a sandwich, you can saute that tomato, you can make avocado, you can make dip, you can make guacamole, you can do so much more than that one tomato than you can with the 99-cent cheeseburger that's gonna be gone in 2 minutes. And that's how the system is. They make more money. It's cheaper for you. It's cheaper for them to let you die than to let you live. So that's how they make money. It's cheap. It's cheap. We'll feed you this cheap. Let's keep feeding you. Let's keep feeding you. Let's make this cheap. Make this cheaper, cheaper, cheaper. Let's keep making this. Cheap, cheap, cheap. And I'm like, every single day, let me fix this medium. Fix this camera. There we go. There we go. And I'm thinking to myself, like, how am I surviving? Why am I always running away from me? People are like, why are you always moving? Why are you always running away? What's going on? 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 What's wrong with her? She lost a lot of weight. Does she have a different personality? Who's this person down the street? Who's this person in class? Who's this person at church? Who's this person when she's going out dating people? This person is different from this person. This smile is different from this face is different from this face. This hairstyle is different from this face. So let's make these people different, but it's the same person as a whole. We don't believe that this person, something's wrong with the situation. Yeah, because it's cheap for you. You want this to be cheap for you to let me die than rather to make my life better for me to struggle and come up out of my poverty and become somebody rather than to see me die. And that's cheaper for you to see me die than to see me live. So it's cheap for you to split me up rather than more for me to live. And that's how people make money. I think I had like one listener. It's cheap, it's cheap. I'm like, why am I running away? Why am I running away? I talked about on my Facebook video that it says in Psalms 46:10, it says, be still and know that I'm God. Yes, God wants you to be still. He wants you to be still. He wants you to keep going. He wants you to keep progressing. He wants you to keep moving in your life. Yeah, he does. He wants you to keep going on. But he doesn't want you to stop. He doesn't want you to die. He wants you to keep. But being still doesn't mean death. Being still doesn't mean to kill it. That's not what being still means. And right here, here's Mr. Bones, who's representing my life and the men that I've dated in my life. Thank you, my listener. How you doing? So even when you die, your bones are still in the grave. The only way to destroy bones is to burn them. To burn the bones of somebody. To incinerate the bones. No evidence. That's how you kill. That's how there's no evidence. Even the teeth. Bones are teeth. Teeth are bones. That's how you kill somebody. Se muerte tu mora. Se muerte tu cuerpo. ¿De qué no se muerte tu cuerpo? ¿De qué no se muerte tu cabello? ¿De qué no se muerte tu corazón? Se quiere tu muerte tu surge. Tu surge. You know, they want to kill your whole body. Rather than letting you live and letting you survive. And so it's hard for me to struggle and everything I'm going through in my life. I'm just like, why? Why is this happening to me? Why am I going through these emotions? Why am I dealing with these roommate situations? Why can't I find a stable place to live? Why can't I find a safe environment, a safe community? Why am I going through this in my life right now? Why is this happening to me? What's going on? I don't understand. I don't understand. I don't understand. Especially then with the economy right now, you look at the person, this is a male and a female person. This is a male and a female body. This is a male and a female body. Okay? So currently right now with our Medicaid system, they put limitations on the number of doctor visits that you can have. So you need to get additional coverage, additional insurance. So this is the whole person. This is male and female, okay? This is the whole person as a whole. So you're supposed to feed into that person. You're supposed to improve their health, increase your survival, increase your methods of living. People think it's funny when they continue to do the same things over and over again to you and to your life. This is my life, this is my body, these are my bones, this is my method of survival. You can't split the bones of somebody, but you can split their emotions and their brain. It's not having anything to do with jealousy, it's because people don't like you. They spread their hate and bigotry, which I talked about in my last video. So this is the person as a whole right here. You can be Muslim, you can be Islamic, you can be Jewish, you can be Buddhist, you can be Christian or Catholic, Black, white, Mexican, Puerto Rican, Asian, Native American, whatever it is, hair, no hair, whatever it is. This is a whole being of one person as a whole, male and female. This is a male and female person right here. And sometimes the government, they make millions of these, millions of people live just for a short time. And it's better for these people to die off. It's easier to have people live for 25 years and to let them die off at 25 years of age than it is for let these people live longer lives. So they rather have 1 million people die at the age of 25 rather than to have they would rather have 1 million people to die at the age of 25. It's cheaper that way than to have 1 million people continue to live into the age of 60. Because it's cheaper, because they want to increase production. They want to increase productivity. So you want to kill off this bad influence, this bad character of people, and increase production to increase our mannerisms, to increase our production, to increase our methods of life as a whole, to make it better for us, to make our policies that we want to make a society. So it's cheaper for us to kill off these people than to let them live. So it's sometimes easier to kill somebody than to make a new generation. It's easier to die than to live, to make production. And that's what the economy right now is going through. The United States has been statistics around that the United States is in a population decline. They are making less and less babies. I can Google the statistics, I think, on the World Health Organization. The Harvard Medical School talk about the United States population is in decline right now. There are less babies being born in the United States right now. So sometimes it's cheaper for people to die than to let them live. That's how communist parties works. That's how governments work, because they want to pass their legislation and their policies into order. That's how it is. That's how it works. In European countries, and American countries, and African countries, and South American countries, we would rather have a whole people die off at once and let our people move in and change the policies that we want and make the country better again so that we can make things better again for what we want in order. So sometimes it's cheaper that way. It's cheap. It's cheap and it's easy. That's how we make things better again. It's cheap. Kill them off and bring the ones that you want. You know, I'm dumb. I'm dumb. I'm stupid. I don't know anything about Make America Great Again, but he's still my president. He's still the commander in chief, and I have to serve him and I have to respect his position of office. Okay, yes, he's still my commander in chief, but that doesn't mean I have to respect him or his policies. And everything I'm going through right now in my life is very low, very, very low. For me to go almost in my 25th, 30th city right now in the United States in less than 6 months, I've been over 30 cities, and I still cannot find a job, and I still cannot find an apartment, and I still cannot get things in order, and everything I hope to accomplish is not going, nothing's working. I still can't get an ID, I still can't get a stable phone. What's going on with the situation? Why am I still here after 30 cities within 6 months? I still can get housing, I still can get an apartment, and I still can get an ID. What is wrong with the situation? You can say, oh yes, somebody stole my ID. Somebody stole my identity. Oh, okay, somebody stole my identity. Wow, that's great. What do I do now? I can't do anything because somebody stole my ID. Usually when people steal your ID, they don't know you and you don't know them. So why would somebody steal my identity that I know? And what would they want to do with a broke person's identity? So it's cheaper for them to steal your identity or to steal your ways or to stop you from progressing in your life, to stop you, to kill you off, or to make you dumb and make you naive to what's going on in the world, make you dumb and make you naive, not to take care of your health, not to take care of your body, not to be knowledgeable about what's going on in the world. It's cheaper that way for you to be dumb, rather you to be smart and to succeed and to get over the system. It's cheap to be dumb, so I can continue to put you in that order. This is how this person lived. That's the order that they live, and that's the order I want for you too. And for you not to follow in that order, that becomes a disorder. And therefore, I label you as cross you off. Why are you not doing what they did? Yeah, I'm not going to do what they did. I'm going to run away. I'm going to run away. Because I'm not cheap. I don't want to be cheap like them. Well, that's fine. Yeah, you're a prostitute. You're a prostitute. You don't even know your price. You have to fight for your price. I have to fight for my price? I have to fight for a price? Are you kidding me? Why do I have to fight for a price? I can't get an ID. I can't get a place to live. I can't get a bed to sleep in. I've been to all over the United States, LA, New York, Chicago, Texas, San Francisco, Florida, Tampa, St. Pete, Clearwater, Boston, Detroit, Baltimore, West Virginia, Maryland. I've been all over. And now you all of a sudden want me to fight for a price. Yeah, I'm a runaway child. Yeah, I'm a runaway child. I'm almost 40 years old. I'm still running away. I'm running away from this right here. Because right now here at Syracuse, New York is telling me that I'm a nobody and that I'm worthless and I'll never be anybody. And that I'll never change and my family will never change. My family was this way, and you know what? I'll be just like them. Because they were this way, I'm going to be just like them. And that's just not the way it is, but that's how society dictates to me. I'm like them, and my people are all the same. You women are all the same. That's you women right here. You women should be in office. You women should be at home cooking. You women should have jobs. You women should go to interviews. You women should know what to do. You already know what to do. So yeah, I'm cheap. I'm dark skinned. I have no hair. I have no hair. My hair has been cut off many times without me knowing about it. I didn't even know. Why am I still bald? My hair is supposed to grow. I've been bald for at least almost a year now. My hair has always grown and I'm still bald. Always grown. Why? Oh, you don't get your hair done by a professional. Oh, you want to see a woman do your hair. Oh, you cheap. You cheap, that's you. We want to see your hair get done by a black woman. Stop being cheap, get your hair done. Express your natural being. Express your natural persona. Show us the real ugly person that you are. And on top of that, don't wear makeup. Don't wear fancy jewelry. Don't wear jewelry. Don't wear fancy makeup. You know what? Muslim women as well. Muslim women, they wear long sleeves, they wear long pants, and they wear jewelry too. Plenty of Muslim women wear beautiful jewelry, big hoop earrings, hats right here. They dress like this, but they dress a little bit more. They just sometimes they wear leggings and long sleeve shirts, and they're still Muslim. They just like this, and I'm still a Muslim. They just dress like this, and I'm still a Buddhist. I could just like this, and I'm still Catholic. I could dress just like this, and I'm still Kojic. I could dress just like this and be a Seventh-day Adventist. I just put a long jacket over it. So just because I don't dress like your expectations doesn't mean that I'm cheap. Just because I don't dress the way a man wants me to dress is who I am, and that's my price. Oh, my life is a price for you? That's my life. I'm just like my mother. I'm just like my grandmother. I'm just like my great grandmother, my great aunt, my other aunt, my aunt Jackie. I'm just like her. My mother Elaine. I'm just like her. The drug addict. They're cheap, and I'm cheap too. And our whole family is cheap. If I don't even know anybody, I need to go back and live with them and figure out what it is about. Because I'll never get over where I came from. I never get better than them. Oh, you think you're better than us? No, I'm not. I don't think I'm better than you. I just know that I'm not going to be like you. You want to pick it again? I don't think I'm better than you. I just don't want to be like you. So you may call me cheap, but you know what? I'm not gonna survive off of being called cheap every single day. This is me. I'm a woman right here. This is my body. This is my breathing. My bones are not cheap. My brain is not cheap. My teeth are not cheap. To get your teeth done at the dentist, it costs money with insurance. Even just to get your teeth done, that's not cheap. To get your nails done, that's not cheap either. To go to a doctor's appointment, that costs money. That's not cheap. So I see my doctors, I get my nails done, I get my teeth fixed, I get my hair done. I'm very well healthy. Physically external as well as inside, internal, my body, my bone, my blood, that's healthy, that's expensive. Getting my blood drawn is expensive. So why even getting my blood drawn is expensive? So why would you put me at a price like this? To draw my blood is $50. Why would you put me at a price of $20? Why would that be my price here in upstate New York when I'm 30 minutes from the border of Toronto and British Columbia, Canada, and Vancouver, and Quebec, and Ontario, Quebec and Ontario? Why would I be put at such a low price? My blood is $50. Why would my body be only worth $20? So you know what? I'm going to run away. I'm going to run away from this. I'm going to run away to the next city and find something better, get a shelter, get a job, get back in school. I'm gonna keep doing that, and you know I'll find something better at that city. I'm gonna come back, and then come back and still come back to this. Still come back to this. It's really sad. That's how it is. I'm struggling to survive, and you know what? Some days I'm a hot mess, but still I'm running away. I'm running away from this right here. This cheapness right here. Right here. This right here. It's not even $20, it's less than that. To the Black community, to the Black churches, the city, everybody in this city knows I'm cheap. My hair is cheap, my clothes are cheap, but is my body cheap? Is my bones cheap? Is my blood cheap? Is my brain cheap? Is my teeth cheap? Is that cheap? Is this cheap my blood? Is this cheap my skin? Is this cheap my hands? My fingerprints? Is that cheap? Is that cheap? No. It's not cheap. It's not cheap to live, so why would it's expensive to live, especially in the state of New York. To live and to survive in the state of New York is expensive. So why would I be put at a price like this? No job, no ID, no apartment, nothing. That's what welfare gives me every month. Can you believe that? Welfare here in Syracuse gives me this every month. This is what welfare gives me, and this is the price that people give me. This right here. Want me to scoot up a little bit more forward for you? This is what welfare gives me in the state of in Syracuse, the city of Syracuse, and this is what people give me on the streets here. And if I don't do what you say, and if I don't hustle like you, then something's wrong with me. Because I'm a Black female, I'm healthy, I'm 165 pounds, I'm former prior service military, I got 3 college degrees, and this is what I get. If not, anything. In the city of Syracuse, this is what I get. So for the last almost 6 months in the city of Syracuse, I've been able to survive only on this a month. Yeah, I've been able to find housing. That's great. I've been able to have a clean, safe bed to sleep in. Yes, I have a clean, safe bed to sleep in. I have a clean, safe shower to sleep in. I don't have to be harassed to take a shower. I don't have to be harassed to find a clean, safe bed with clean sheets. And I have a closet. I have a clean, safe bed. That's great. I have food and shelter. That's great. But how in the world is anybody in the United States ever able to survive on this amount? Three college degrees, prior service military, 6, 8, 10 years in the medical field, over 20 20 years of administrative experience, Microsoft, Apple, IBM, entry-level desktop publishing, all that stuff, and media on top of that, and word processing, typing skills, all of that, business skills, home ownership, business skills, presentation skills, all of that. And at 34 years old right now today, in the state of New York, I'm still only able to survive on this. In the state of New York, upstate New York, this is everything that I get. I'm working on my 4th college degree. I'm prior service military in the Army, have Army experience, have traveling experience, working on my 4th college degree. I'm healthy, I'm mentally sound, I'm physically sound, and this is the only thing I get a month for the past almost 6 months now. And they say, you know what, yeah, you deserve it. It's nothing personal, it's just business. It's nothing personal. It's just business. You deserve it. It's nothing personal. It's nothing personal at all. That's what she gets. Or else she needs to get back on the check. In addition to getting, okay, the check, yeah, I got that little bitty check for the past 10 years, that little bitty disability check. That little bitty disability check. Let me tell you how much the disability check was for the past 10 years. That little bitty disability check. For the past 10 years. No VA benefits. I got 3 college degrees. I've been to Los Angeles, I've been to San Francisco, I've been in Houston, I've been in Dallas, I've been in DC, I've been in Chicago, and I'm still only able to get this for the past 10 years of my life since my son was born, almost 10 years ago. It's the only thing I'm able to survive on. For the past 10 years. I've been to cities all around the United States. I've been in San Francisco, I've been in Los Angeles, I've been in Houston, I've been in Dallas, I've been in Arlington, I've been in Irving, and I've been to Chicago, South Side, not Chicago. I've been to the low end, bad side of Chicago, the cheapest part of Chicago. Going towards Gary, Indiana, the cheapest. I haven't lived in the good, ritzy parts of Chicago. I've lived in the cheapest part of Chicago. And this is the only way I was able to survive. In the cheapest parts of Chicago. Able to survive only on this. Cheapest parts of Chicago. Where rent is, the minimum rent on the cheapest part of Chicago is $500, almost $600 a month for the cheapest rents in Chicago. So if the rent in one of the biggest metropolitan cities in the United States, the minimum rent for a studio apartment in Chicago is the minimum cheapest rent is $600 for a studio. In Southside Chicago, that's the cheapest you're gonna get for a studio apartment. Anything less than $600 for a studio apartment, you're exposed to prostitution, you're exposed to crackheads, you're exposed to boarded up neighborhoods, you're exposed to, it's really low. Less police enforcement, less police protection. And then you're going into Indiana, you're going into Gary, Indiana, you're going into Hammond, Indiana, where there are no working lights on the street, there are no open elementary schools, the schools are not open, the schools are torn down and boarded up, there's no street lights, there's no snow coverage. People, they don't plow the streets at night when it's snowing. There's no bus transit systems over there in Indiana. There's no buses in Indiana. So I went to the cheapest parts of the city in order to survive. So you got this little bitty cheap trip, $900, because you have to pay for the insurance, own Medicare. The insurance for Medicare just by itself is $150 a month. That's just for basic hospital and doctor's offices. It's not dental, it's not vision, it's not life insurance. It's $150 a month just for basic doctor's office visits and hospital emergency visits. Just for medical and doctor's office. That's it. $150 a month for insurance. That's really high for a single person to live on. $150 a month for insurance, basic hospital and doctor's office appointments. That's it. If they accept Medicare. No vision and no life insurance and no dental on top of that. I'm paying $150 a month for no vision, no dental, and no life insurance. You crazy. Let me get a real job. Let me work at McDonald's 40 hours a week, and then I get my medical and my dental and my vision and my life insurance. Because Medicare, they don't take care of you going to the dentist. Medicare doesn't pay for your glasses. You have to get an additional insurance on top of that. So seniors that have Medicare, they have to get their glasses. They have to pay for their own glasses out of their pockets. And you know how expensive eyeglasses are. Easy prescription for eyeglasses. An easy prescription for eyeglasses itself is at least $150, $200 just for a set of eyeglasses. For a set of eyeglasses, one set of lenses. And then you have to get the frames. The lenses itself easily could be $150. And on top of that, the frames could be another $200. So that's almost $300, $400 just for a set of eyeglasses. And Medicare won't cover it. Medicare, if you have a disability, will not cover glasses. And they won't cover you going to the dentist either. They won't cover dental insurance either. And if you're in your deathbed, Medicare will only give you, at your death, after you die, and after they get the death certificate from your family, Medicare will only give you a death benefit of $500. Medicare will only give your family $500 to bury you. So I have this, and then I have another beneficiary. They get, I have another beneficiary. They get this on top of what I get. So you want me to survive on this a month, as well as another job, as well as a month? So I'm working 2 jobs, and you think, okay, I'm on this disability. Oh, I get a check. Oh, I can do whatever I want. No, honey, you can't do whatever you want. You're on that check for a reason. You're on that check for a reason. And you may think, oh, yeah, I get $1,000 a month. I can do whatever I want with it. And then a couple months down the line, you start getting sick. You start getting sick and sicker and sicker and sicker. And you can't maintain that lifestyle that you used to live. And now here come the medical expenses come pouring in, the doctor's visits, the hospital visits, the specialists, all the specialties that you got to see to cover your illness because you can't keep up with that lifestyle. Sometimes people's lifestyle takes more benefit over their own health and well-being. Just people to maintain their lifestyle, maintain their hair, maintain their nails, maintain their makeup, maintain this physical appearance is sometimes over $1,000 a month just to maintain themselves. And on top of that, you have to deal with your health as well. The doctor's appointments, the copay, And Medicare only takes care of 80%. You still have to pay the other 20% and the bill comes in the mail. And you still have to take care of that deductible too. Once you meet that deductible, sometimes that deductible could be $500 and sometimes that deductible could be $1,200. But once that deductible is met, then Medicare will cover it. Yeah, I'm running away. I'm running away from this. I'm running away. Yes, I am running away. I'm running away from living on this check for the rest of my life. I thought I was going, eventually I was like, okay, this is temporary. I'll be on this for 6 months. I'll be okay. Just 6 months. I'll be okay. Then I'll get a job. I'll go back to school. I'll get a job. Everything will be okay. 6 months. I'm good. I got a job. I went to school. I'm in the medical field. Everything's okay. 6 months. I'll get off the check. It's 6 months late. 6 months comes. So much check. I'm working 2, 3 jobs and getting this check. Then I lose these jobs. I'm still on this check. I have to move to another city to find another job to get off the check. Man, I thought this check was just temporary. It's just temporary. It's just a temporary disability. This is just temporary. It'll fix over and fix over. So 6 months later turns into 2 years. I moved to another city. I got a little temporary job. I've been working that job for 6 months to a year. I'm expected to survive off this check, to survive on this job, because I need a job in order to live. I'm okay. This job has full-time benefits. This job has medical coverage, dental coverage, life insurance. I'm going to be okay on this job, so I can get off the check. Then I lose the job. Go through family problems, core problems, relationship problems. Move to another city. This new city, now I'm in a different state. I got a good job. I got a part-time job and I got a full-time job. I'm working 2 jobs and I'm still in check. Everything will be okay. Everything will be okay. This is just temporary. This is just temporary. I'm just going to the doctor. I'm working hard. I'm working 2 jobs. This job got life insurance. This job got partial medical. This job got full medical. I got 2 jobs with medical insurance, and I get another check with a medical insurance. I'm gonna be okay. I can get off this check. Everything's gonna be okay. This is temporary. Let me get off this check for a little bit. A death in the family. I have to leave town to take care of my mother's ashes, and I still haven't buried my mother's ashes. If she's still living, if her body is still in the morgue in Los Angeles City College, I still haven't buried my mother's ashes. If her body is still present in Los Angeles City Morgue. I moved to a new city, have to bury my mother and take care of her funeral expenses and take care of my aunt, my granny, traveling expenses from Chicago all the way to Los Angeles. I have to take care of her traveling expenses as well as my traveling expenses. And I have 2 jobs and I'm going to school full-time trying to graduate with my associate's degree. And I'm still on the check. Now this is my second college degree. And I'm working 2 jobs. And I'm on the check. And I'm going to doctor's appointments. And my mother was killed. My mother was murdered. And I have to bury her ashes. I'm the oldest of her children, and I have to bury her ashes. And I'm still on this check. Now it's been 8 years on this check, which I thought was going to be temporary. A temporary situation turned into a permanent, lifelong disability. It's not a mental disability anymore. It's a physical disability. having me to survive on government assistance. When this money is supposed to be put aside for my retirement, not in my youth and my prime, I'm having to use my retirement money in order to survive. And now I'm almost at five cities around the United States. And I'm running away. Yes, I'm a runaway child. I'm running away from job loss, and I'm running away from this check. And now it's almost 5 years. Now it's going to 6 months to 2 years to 5 years, and now almost 10 years on this check right here. Yes, it's a disability for a reason. This money is supposed to be used for my retirement, for people over 65, for people who are in the final stages of their life. You have to use this as just a base prime to help them with their medical expenses. People that have cancer, that are going through chemotherapy, or that are going through brain disease, or that are going through renal disease, or that are going through heart failure, lung cancer, this $900 won't even cover even one operation. So sometimes people have to use this little bitty disability check as a down payment for one operation. So sometimes this little bitty $900 is just a down payment. It's used right then in the very first day of the month. It's already gone. You can't survive on $900 for the whole month in your youth and prime in your 30s. To people in their last stages of life, this $900 right here is already gone and over with, because they got other bills to pay. It wouldn't even cover even 10-20% of one bill for somebody that's in their final stages of life. It wouldn't even cover one bill. Not even one bill. Not even one bill. It's right here. And it's different for different people. I got $900, other people get $500, other people get $1,000, other people get $1,200, other people get $2,000 a month on disability. People get $3,000 a month. They get disability from the company. They get disability from the service, military service. They get disability from SSI. People get disability from all over. They get multiple claims of disability, and that's how they survive. And even with different forms of disability money coming in from unemployment, from the government, from your job, it's still not even able to cover even a couple medical bills and expenses that people have. So you may get a $200 disabled check coming in from your unemployment office. You may get a $500 disabled check coming in from the VA. You may get a $500 check coming in from SSI, but they're still not even able to cover one operation. And on top of that, you got to pay rent. You got to pay your car note. You got to pay your mortgage. You got to pay your glasses, your medical expenses, food, transportation as well. And as well as children that may also be living in the house. There's no way that you can survive on this in the United States. And people do take advantage of the system. They very much do take advantage of the Social Security system. They take the disability claims out on their children who are very much healthy and well living. How are you going to take a disability claim out on a child? You're taking away a claim out of that child's future and retirement. Yeah, I got disability for all my kids. I got 4 kids. I got disability claims on all of them 4 kids. And then I got disability claim on myself. So one disability, one child, $500. You got 4 kids. That's $2,000 from the government. Plus your $1,000. It's $2,000 a month. And with disability, you're not supposed to work. You're not supposed to work. And you know what? They work. You have to report that to the government. Report all your paychecks and your earnings. All your paychecks, you have to send it into the government, or else they'll cut you off and they'll sue you. Every single 6 months, you'll get a recertification letter. Send us your receipts. Send us your medical bills. Send us your checklist. Send us your statements. Send us your what's going on. Tell us, you have to write a paragraph. You have to write an essay on everything that you're doing with your disability. Has it changed? Is it the same? Is it different? Has it changed? Is it the same? Is it different? Is it the same? Is it different? Has it changed? Is it the same? Is it different? Has it changed? Every single 6 months or every month, you have to do write a statement on your disability. Everybody, they have to write an essay on a statement of it, and they have to send it back to the government. Yes, my disability is better. I don't need it no more. Thank you. Or yes, my disability is worse. I still need the income. Thank you. And sometimes it's a little bit. Sometimes it's $900. Sometimes it's $500. Sometimes it's SSI. Sometimes it's Medicare. And with SSI, to get SSI disability, they monitor your wages by your Social Security number. So even if you apply for a job, they'll cut off your disability, and when they know that you have income coming in. Every time you use the Social Security number, it's reported to the government. And if you're getting benefits, if you're getting welfare from the government, they have to use your Social Security number and pull from it. So either you're going to get this benefit from the government or you're going to work. It's not one way or another. So let me survive on my little $500 check. You know, shout out to Kobe again and his wife Vanessa. And to just make sure they survive. They had a life. They lived their life. Yeah, they lived their life. That's good. They lived their life. Kobe lived his life. Tupac lived his life. Biggie lived his life. But this is a life I have to live. This is a life I have to struggle with every single day. Being homeless, being broke, and now working on 4 college degrees, getting my 4th college degree, my 4th college certificate. Yeah, those people, they're rich, they're famous. Yeah, Prince Harry, Prince William, Meghan Markle, they're rich, they're famous, they're already taken care of. They get married, they can get divorced, they can do whatever they want to do. Obama, Trump, they're all rich, they're all taken care of. There's people in Syracuse that are probably even rich. They don't have to worry about none. They're just wasting time with their money and with their mouths. They can do whatever they want. For me, myself, I can't do whatever I want. I have to survive. And as you guys know, you already saw the price that I got, that I had on the board. So right here, this little bit of disability check. Some people get, I think the minimum I've heard for disability check, even from Chicago, Gary, Indiana, Houston, usually heard is about $500. That's usually the average. For me, I got $900 because I've been working since I've been 16 years old. I've been working since I've been like 13 years old, literally, as been reported to the government. I've worked all my life. So people get $500, that's the minimum average. I got $900, and there's some people from the government, because they've worked a long, long time, it depends on your wages, it doesn't depend on the person. Some people, because they've been working all their lives, they may even get up to $3,000 a month from the government, because that's how they worked. That's their wages, and their wages come back as a percentage to the government, so the government takes a percentage of their wages. But this is meant for you, this disability money right here is meant for you to help provide, take care of expenses, necessary expenses. It's not necessary expenses. It's not meant for you to live off on, it's to survive off on. You can't survive on these monies, especially if you have an illness. They give you these monies as a support system, not as a cane or a crutch. You're not supposed to live your whole life on this crutch. But it can become a crutch when you become dependent on it. And you don't make means to change your disability or change your illness or your ways of life. And yeah, I've been moving to a different city. One city after this city, one city after this city, one city after this city, one city after this city. And people's like, yeah, she used to stay on the check. Okay, you know what? It hasn't changed. She's still the same person. She still has the same disorder. She's still schizophrenic. She's still single. She's still homeless. She's still not married. She still doesn't have any kids. The city. She's still schizophrenic. She's still married. She's still not married. She still doesn't have a husband. She still doesn't have kids. The city. She's still not married. She still doesn't have a husband. She still doesn't have kids. She's schizophrenic. The city. She's still not married. She still doesn't have a husband. She's still homeless. She's still the same. She's still the same. It's not her behavior. It's her attitudes towards the social life, social structure. It doesn't have to do anything with her behavior at all. It's all about her attitude. So for me, as a person working on my 4th college degree and military background and military experience, you want me to survive not only 6 months, not only 2 years, not only 5 years, but you want me to survive for the next 30, 40, 60 years of my life because I am not in agreement with your system of living for my life. I'm not married. Yeah, I'm not married. I'm not trying to be married. I'm single for a reason. I'm single for a reason because I got bills to pay. And this $900 won't even cover my bills. Yeah, I got a red light ticket in Chicago. That red light ticket in Chicago is $300. $300 minus 900 with interest. With interest. 300 minus 900, that's $600. Okay, so I got a ticket. That ticket is $300, including interest. Now I gotta look for an apartment in the city of Syracuse. An apartment, minimum apartment here in Syracuse is at least $550, $600. That does not include utilities. So an apartment for a studio apartment, low income studio apartment in the worst neighborhood is $600. No utilities, no furnishings, no food, no phone. Right there, that's the check. And I'm supposed to live with a man. I'm supposed to take care of him and his family and have his kids. And then he's supposed to take my check. But I got bills to pay. Yeah, I got to take care of me. I got to maintain my life. Yeah, but the man comes first in this society. Man comes first. You give your money to him. That's the way it's supposed to be. It's not having anything to do with Islam or Muslim or anything, or Christian, or Kojic, or Buddhist, or anything like that. It's just the way society has it. For the rest of my life, for the next 60 years of my life, the next 60 years of my life, I have to live on this. That's just the way it is. There's nothing personal about it. No matter how far you move, no matter where you go, this is the way it is, and this is the way it's meant to be, and you can't change anything about it. It's nothing personal, it's just business. I'm military, prior military. I got 4 college degrees. Yeah, well, that won't change. You still have to live on this for the next 60 years of your life. And if you try to get back on it, we'll make sure you get back on it. If you try to run away from it, we'll make sure that you won't change, no matter where you go. This is where it's meant to be, and this is where it will be. And that's how society is set up, not just for myself, but for other people as well. Or else we're limited to this right here. And these shelters, these homeless shelters aren't expensive. They're not charging to live in these homeless shelters. They're not charging men and women to live in these. Shelters used to be free. Homeless shelters used to be free to live in. Now they're charging people to live in them. And you'd be surprised how much they're charging people to live in these homeless shelters now. You think, oh, you got a free bed and a free shower and free food. Nothing's ever free. It used to be free about 5, 10 years ago. Now it's not free. You'd be surprised how much they're charging women. Even if you got a check, $1,000 check, a $500 check a month, you'd be surprised how much they're charging you to live in these homeless shelters that are filthy and disgusting. But you have to live in there because you have nowhere else to go. And yes, I am running away. I am running away. I'm running away from society, and I'm running away from this check. Being on this check for the next 60 years of my life. And then at the end of my 60 years, I only get a death benefit for $500. And you know what? This past year in February, I did get that death benefit from the government. In February 2019, the government sent me an additional almost $500 for an extra benefit. Like they were waiting expecting for something to happen. And they gave me my death benefit early on February last year in Chicago. Yeah, it came early. So what am I supposed to do? She can't run away from us. How you doing? I'm gonna say she can't run away from us. She can't run away from this. This is the way it is, and this is the way it's meant to be. Yeah, she's prior service. Yeah, she's military. We don't care about her military experience. We don't care about her college degrees. We don't care about how many children we have. We only care about this. It'll never change. No matter how old she gets, no matter how many kids she has right here, no matter where she goes in the world, this is the way it's meant to be. And on top of that, you know what? The government has your social security number. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. It's been very nice. So the government has your social security number. So apply for a job with your social security number. You know what? You can't get that job because the government has your social security number. The government has your information for the next 60 years of your life. And at the same time, God is saying, be still and know. He's saying, be still. Yeah, be still and know. Know that I have control of this. Know that you can't keep running. You can keep living. This won't change, and neither will I. But you will change. You can change this as well. That's why he's God, and that's why he's in control. So guys, please continue to please support me. I'm still going through a lot today. It's kind of short video. Usually my videos are like 2 hours long. I love you guys. I feel like I'm getting my spirit and my mind back as well. So I'm still going through a lot of stuff right now. I'm trying to process a lot of things as well. So thank you guys for continuing to pray for me. Keep me your thoughts and encouragement as well as here at Syracuse. I'm really trying to keep my mind up. I'm really trying to stop the cycle right now. I'm really trying to stop the cycle. It's really hard. It is very, very hard. I've been on this check for the last 10 years of my life since my son was born, and I haven't been able to get off of it. I've been to over 30 cities in the United States, dealing with politics, dealing with politicians, dealing with, now I'm having people in my life who are like celebrities and like world people. I'm like, I see your face, like, what's going on? I don't understand. Like, you're in my world, and now I'm in your world. But I've been doing this for the last 10 years of my life, so where have you been? This is the real issue right here. Social Security. And Trump is not talking about it at all. Trump is not talking about it at all. This is what our commander in chief needs to address right here. Not international trade, not making peace in the Middle East. He needs to address this issue right here. Social Security. All right, this is Queen Terry Battle from upstate Syracuse, New York. Thank you to Onondaga Community College and for letting me use their media platform, their library, Mr. Bones. Thank you, Mr. Bones. He says hi. He says hi and bye. There are 3 of these bones here. They're really nice. They're good supplies, good people, good mannequins, symbols to use during your presentation. So thank you guys for all your support. Thank you to OCC Community College Library for letting me use their resources, as well as everything. Guys, please continue to keep me in thoughts and prayers. Thank you to my one listener. If it's me, I don't know who's talking to me, you or me, whoever's watching this right now. But thank you so much. Guys, please continue to keep me in your thoughts and prayers. I'm still trying to process a lot of stuff right now. Going through, it's almost a new month, February 2020. So I love you guys. Please continue your thoughts and prayers and encouragement as well. Peace and much love from upstate New York, Syracuse, New York. I love you guys. Aloha, shalom, shukran, bye. Okay, thanks.
Sorry.
Yes, I'm good.
The
Yeah.
close the corner off.
Good.